Hi guys, how is everybody today? Well, I hope you're all well. So, last night was the craziest episode of Mania I've ever had in my entire fucking life. It was so crazy. I slept very well. My brain will not stop. It will not stop. It's like I have so many ideas going through my head. It won't stop. But last night it was crazy because yesterday's video, after what I told everybody, I told you guys, I would love to tell you guys, in detail, in depth, grave detail, but just for security personal reasons, I'm not going to tell, that specific, specifics. So it was really freaking crazy. Everything was good. Everything was very, 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 very well. The Beast, everything went super well. Super, super well. It was like all of a sudden something just lifted, and it was just a breath. It felt so amazing. And I have never, Monica, thank you for putting up with my mania last night, because it was seriously too much talking, and that is how I was trying to text you. Type, as fast as I could talk. And it was so crazy. But all of a sudden, it was like something in my head, it just snapped. And completely sober. So sober as a fucking, I don't know. Just very sober. And I wish I could say I wasn't sober, because I was. It was like, I felt like I had no form. I sat here and I had no form. I had nothing. I could feel. I felt love. I felt peace. I felt this amazing feeling just come over me, and it ran through my entire body, and it was like the biggest. I literally took that breath, and that second, it just felt like my shoulders and just everything. I felt like my body lifted, and I left my entire body, and I felt like I had no form. I was warm. I was at peace. So it was a very very strange episode of Mania. But it's freaking me out, because I know I can't be this manic without, when the crash comes, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be bad. I know it's going to be bad. And I know it's going to be depression, because what comes up must come down. So my brain is all the way up here. And I don't know when this is going to end. I don't know when the mania will end. All my homoerotic short stories that I wrote during that period of Mercury retrograde, I think, was a combination of spiritual enlightenment, but through mania. So I am learning quite a bit about mania, about bipolar disorder. And it's just, I think a lot of us that have it, especially the mania, I think we are very creative. I think we're very, very creative people. I don't know what I think. I think too many things all at once. But everything's going really good after that. Everything was perfect. After, everything just, we talked. We had a great family night. Yes, I left my apartment, went downstairs. Such a hard thing to do. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. 13 wooden steps, it's not gonna fucking kill me. The mania was so bad, I fucking washed the walls. I washed the fucking walls. It was crazy. It was very crazy. It's too much. It's way too much. I don't think one person should have this much mania or this much creative energy flowing through their bodies at one time, because then I feel like I should maybe not be. I don't know. It was a complete natural high. Last night I felt like just amazing. And I still feel pretty amazing too. And it's just like, you're freaked out when you start to crash from that manic episode. And it's especially, with the Hekate video, That is really teaching me a lot. She came to me again last night. She tied that silver cord around my waist with that cloak. That cloak, I feel as if I should make that cloak for her, or just, go out and buy one, but I think it would be pretty much a lot easier and a lot cheaper to make one. I know my hair is just all kinds of everywhere today. But, oddly enough, the exact same silver string, it came out of nowhere. I have no fucking idea where this came from, but this is the exact feeling, everything that Hekate wrapped around my waist. So I don't know. I don't even know where this fucking came from. Just very nice, very, very pretty silver ribbon. So I no clue. It was so cool though. So cool. So I took that as a little signpost of silver being the, tying it around my waist, being connected to the goddess at all times, coming from the goddess. The umbilical cord would be the silver, the astral, the umbilical cord, you guys know, that silver string that keeps us connected back to our bodies when we astral project. That's kind of what I'm referencing that to. And it was just very cool. It was very cool, very peaceful, very relaxing. And I can't really honestly remember everything that she told me, but she told me everything is going to be fine. She told me everything's going to be fine. She comes in like a whirlwind, and she's going to just, her whirlwind comes in, and what her whirlwind does is it just brings everything from the surface up, and it's literally like one of those giant things that you stand in on those TV shows where they have money in it and you have to try to grab, and it's completely just like money everywhere. That is kind of how I feel like her whirlwind comes in. But that's what she told me. That is what she telepathically transferred to me, was that her whirlwind is literally is to bring everything up and transform it. The silver string, that silver ribbon, it just that second that I saw that silver ribbon, I knew that it was over, that I have done what I needed to be, what I needed to do to better myself. Other people haven't done what they need to do to better herself, and I'm so fucking proud of said individual. My mom. How can you not be proud of your own mom for doing such an amazing job at standing up for herself? It's just incredible. And another really fucked up, just really fucked up. It's not fucked up, but it's kind of morbid. We're talking about, it's not good to smoke, guys. It's really not. It's not good to smoke. I do it because I'm addicted to cigarettes. I can't quit. I can't quit yet. I'm not ready. I don't want to. So it's really not a good thing to smoke. But this ashtray, I actually never thought this would come into my possession. That is Veronica's ashtray. And it's really cool too, because the way it was handed to me, just everything about it just brought back so many memories, and just so many, just her energy. It's very prevalent, strong. It's like something, it's like my third eye has opened just a bit more, and she has come through. So it's very crazy. It's a very crazy thing. But yeah, I love the ashtray. Probably a little over 100 years old. Just a tiny bit, a tick over 100 years old. So yes, I was very, very just, small things, sentimental value, no real value, sentimental. So, and it's very cool because I would actually skip school, and she would write me notes to get out of school, and she would sit here, I would sit across from her. So she would put her cigarette in this one, my cigarette went in that one. It's just something very, very simple, just amazing, very amazing. had to share that with you guys, get that all out, because that was a lot. And I can't just turn this off. I wish I could. I really just want to turn it off. Turn these crazy, like, manic moments, like, completely off. Because I know I'm going to crash, and it's not going to be fun, and it's going to suck. So that's, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know how it works. You know, I'm still in the process of learning bipolar disorder and the manic disorder. Well, that is manic depression. When it's good, it is so good. And then when it's bad, it's bad. But it's so good right now, and I'm so scared it's gonna go bad again, and I don't want my creative process to be fucked up by my brain, and I don't know. They want to try me on a little amount of lithium, and I refuse. No, I will not take lithium. I think it's just, I don't want to. I don't want to be on more pills than I have to. But yeah. So yeah, I totally, fully feel better today. It's day, minute by minute by minute. And I look like a freaking, I don't know. I don't know. I feel very forlorn and very just eccentric today. So, Albert Einstein. I don't know. But yeah, and the Buddhist thing, watching that, the Buddhist documentaries at night, really getting into the Buddhist, and seeing, if it is His Holiness visiting me in visions, like I said yesterday, that's fucking amazing. That's really amazing. But I don't know, for sure. I'm almost sure that it's some form of His Holiness. But then again, I could be wrong. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's just the state of mania or, what. But, a combination of both, a spiritual, revelation from the Hekate ritual. Everybody's having all these issues from this ritual. And, it seems like everybody's coming to and it's going away. And everybody's happy again and just everything is better. So there was some backlash, definitely some backlash for me, and, things are, I learned a big lesson, I have to speak my mind, be honest with the beast, and I did, and we had an understanding, and it was very strange. I'm still spooked. It's this spooky thing to kind of have a like when you actually connect with somebody and they're understanding you and you're understanding them and you have that level of connection and you know it and you can feel it, you're in sync. That's a very scary thing to go through. I mean, it's not scary, but it's just very different because honestly, I don't want that connection. I don't want it. I want that connection to, it's not that bad, but I still want that connection to, I don't want that connection that much. But still, it was something that I know Hekate, God, Goddess, Spirit Source, wanted me to have that experience, that terrible experience, to bring out the better. So it really is all working out for the best. It is. It's so much better. So much better. So yeah, it's just been crazy. The whole mania thing. And, I've been asked to do a thing on psychology. I only took 3 years of psychology. So I don't know much. Just like 101. Just the mental disorders, the mania, the bipolar is basically what I'm talking about right now. For me, I have alter egos. So when I'm being yelled at, screamed at, and I feel like, somebody is coming at me for my religious beliefs or the way I dress or, the way I talk, the things I do, there is that, I've never told anybody this, so you guys are the first to hear this. I've never told anybody, so it's an altar that comes in, but I know I'm not completely, my consciousness, me, is not completely displaced, but an altar comes in, which is an altered state of consciousness. When I get screamed at to such an extent, my 13-year-old self comes out. It will come back out. It will surface, and that child is there when somebody else is being screamed at. I almost feel like I should. He has something to say. He's saying hi to everybody. So yeah, I have an inner child that comes out, 13-year-old Ryan, and then I have this, it feels like a shield that just fully engulfs my body, and it feels like armor. And then there's that altar of myself, and that is the protective side, the side that says you have got to protect person being screamed at. And it's very different. So it's just, they're all aspects of ourselves, but we have to get to know each one. Each alter ego will alter personality. But I mean, I think that's great. I think it's seriously very great for a lot of people. They do want to try me on a little bit of lithium. I don't want that. If it would balance the mania to where it's not, I'm up here one day and then boom, I'm way down here in hell. Literally. That would be great. To be just, leveled like I am right now. Because I feel fine. Obviously, I have mania. Obviously, and it's very bad, and I talk. And everything just makes sense to me. Everything, I have so many ideas that I want to get out of my head. So many things that I can do. The book is going to be done. The book is done. I have so many things that I got to do, that I want to do. But then again, it's just like, sometimes I just want to sit, and I get so tired in my body. I just soak into myself, and I just want to be quiet. I just want everything to be quiet for 5 minutes. So it's very, very strange. Very strange. I did not study this in psychology. I studied bits of it. Triggers, stimuli, outside stimuli, what triggers what inside of your own body, why those things come out of your body. That is what I studied. Basic human psychology, the psychology of music, the psychology of humans, of the brain, the psychology of childhood, basic psychology. The psychology, there was religion in there too, just bits, and it, talked about different personality disorders, but it didn't go into like dissociative personality disorders, which is alter ego, alter split personality, or bipolar, but nobody's going to experience them all the same. Not one person will have one experience the same. Ever. So, my experience with bipolar and mania, and somebody else that has bipolar mania, could be completely different. Some people don't sleep for weeks. I actually do. I actually get to rest and sleep compared to somebody that has mania and bipolar, and they're, going crazy, because their mania is so high. But it's coping. There's many coping mechanisms that I do to deal with that. Many charms, literal charms, stones I wear to calm me down, to keep me grounded in the earth, the physical, so I know that I'm not completely out in space all day. Yeah, it's just very, very different, just, I don't even know how to explain, I that's not my field of expertise, so, I think it's a big help, if people didn't have these issues, I don't think the world would be as creative, as it is now. All of this, what I did, makeup, everything, came from Mania. It was inspired. From what, I don't know. Hekate. Hekate is what has inspired me. Yeah. I think I've channeled Hekate a little bit today. But I just think if everybody was the same, the world would suck. If we didn't have people that had, I am somewhat controlled. But it's seeming to get worse as I get older. So I have got to take care of myself better. I already eat healthy. Chicken and fish. I have to have chicken and fish in my diet. Sadly, those poor fucking turkeys and chickens, they're totally fucked. Just like Granny Potty Mouse says. They are very fucked on those farms. So I don't know. But I honestly, I just don't know. I don't know how to explain mental disorders from a psychological context or point of view, because I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychotherapist or any of that. I just know a little bit about psychology, and I love psychology. So that's what I went to school for, was psychology and business. So yeah, business sucks. Don't ever start your own business unless you're going to be very successful. But it's really, the inner demons, you got to work on those. Or it's, everything that happens to you in your childhood, every traumatic event leads up to something. It builds up and builds up, and I don't know all of your guys' personal experiences, and you guys know a lot of mine. So a lot of it stems from magic gone wrong. That man, it just, now that I think about, I used to be very independent. I used to work 3 jobs. I used to have 2 cars. I had a Camaro, I had an SUV, I had a fucking maid. And then I let him screw myself. I let myself fall and let him take control over that. And that is where I am now. This is the result of that, of my fall, of me letting somebody take control of me and oppress me, obsess me. So I just think it's very terrible. So that's why I choose to be alone now. But then again, it's like, well, I've got my brain saying one thing, and then, the biological clock, the fatherly clock, wants a kid. And it's like, no, not yet. You can't have a kid. Well, obviously, I can't have a kid. I don't have the parts for a kid. So, anybody wondering, no, I don't have the parts for a child. Sorry. I can help make a child, but I don't want to. It's very crazy. It's very crazy to go through. But it's all interlocked, I think, spiritually. Sometimes I wonder, too, if people become so spiritual, they dedicate their lives like I have to what I do. I wonder sometimes if you don't get so smart, that you get so smart, you retain so much knowledge, and maybe it kind of takes a toll and makes you go crazy at times. So that's when I need to refocus and center myself, and just so I don't use the board. I won't use the board when I'm like this, when I'm very manic. I will use the cards. I will read tarot cards. Channeling is very, very easy. It's very good. I think on a mania scale, I'm about 200. 200, and that's very manic. That's like, not even here. That's crazy. So, but I can't give you guys, why. That I can give you my opinions, because for one, I'm not a medical doctor whatsoever, but I love psychology, so I think I think that, people with mania, people with all these, different diseases, they're not diseases, diseases, are highly spiritual and sensitive people. I think people like me, people like, a lot of us have the same issues. And it's very crazy. It's very crazy. And I think that we are just so hypersensitive to everything in life that it just sometimes bombards us to the core. And sometimes we just can't deal. And our brains completely overload. And we kind of tip the balance in our brains. So that's when the spiritual side comes in, and we need to go back in and we need to figure out what it is that is tipping that. So we need to level that back out. So the scales have to be leveled. So there's got to be a balance, there's got to be duality. So balance is key. So without this manic side, there's always going to be a dark side to the manic side. Highly, highly, highly manic. And then it'll come way down to the dark. Just like Persephone when she descended into hell. I just cannot relate that story enough with being up here and then literally plummeting within. It could happen right now, and I don't know when it's going to happen. So I could plummet from here and go completely down. So I don't know when it's going to happen. Last time it happened, it was like this. It was that Mercury retrograde period with all the homoerotic stories. It was crazy. It was literally, I had so much energy that I burnt out and I lost my creativity. But it's still there, and I just, I'm trying to save it. I'm trying not to get an entire book done in a week. I'm trying not to soak up as much information as I can in 5 minutes. So I'm trying to really understand the manic side of this and work, spiritually also with it. So spiritual and the mundane, mental, it's confusing. It's very confusing. I think maybe I lost a lot of you about 26 minutes ago when I started talking. But yeah, I just think that some of us have a little more. No, I take that back. I don't know what I was gonna say. I totally just forget. But yeah, it's very, very different to go through this, to go through all of this, and not be balanced. I mean, the scale is crazy. So yeah, Hekate has been teaching me a lot. The purge has been crazy, and I've seen your guys' comments, and I will actually do a few question and answers today, since it is Friday. Oh, you guys, don't forget tonight on The Exorcist on Fox, the Ouija makes a special appearance. Thank you, AG, Ruff, my darling, I love you. Thank you, Merch, for all your wonderful information and being the world's leading expert. Hollywood's go-to Ouija expert, which I think is incredible. So I seriously am so proud of you. And how could a mom not be so proud of their son? I think that's awesome. So yes, I'm proud for you, happy for you. So everybody make sure, I don't care for that show whatsoever, but I'm going, I'll watch that episode tonight, just because the Ouija family. So that's just because. Alright, and nothing is popping up for me today. Don't know why. Google's cute today, you guys. That's about it. Alright. just a little bit of coffee talk. If I can find it. Where are you guys? There you guys are. Okay. I swear, Monica, we should have our own late night Netflix talk show. The shit we said last night was hilarious. Oh my god. That cracked me up. Well, actually, I woke up at 7 this morning and yeah, I had to pee really bad. And I just kept thinking about what we were talking about. Donald Trump comes out and that gives gay men a reason never to do that again. I thought it was funny. I thought it was very funny. Okay, Sheila Nagel? Hi. Okay, I have smelled roses in my house before and couldn't figure out where it was coming from. I asked a friend of mine if she could smell it. She said no. Then it happened again, but the second time it was in the garage. And there are no roses or anything that smell like roses in the garage. It was weird. I can hear things and smell things that nobody else can. It doesn't happen all the time, but every so often. Clairaudience and then clairsentience. Clear smelling. It's where you smell phantom smells and you hear clairaudience, spirits. I get that all the time. I always smell something, and I'm always... No, I don't hear things, honestly. Honestly, I don't hear things, but I do. Sometimes I'll hear my name. It'll be my grandma, or it'll be my, a spirit in the house. One of the family spirits, our friend, the ghosts. But yes, all the time. All the time. I'm always smelling my grandma. When I Ouija for people, and I channel, I pick up the smells, the images, the taste. I even taste stuff. It's very cool. It's very, 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 very cool. So, yeah, it comes and goes. It comes and goes. Not always. My allergies are very bad. I have very bad allergies, so. But when it does come, it's strong. I don't care if your nose is completely, plugged. You will smell it. Whatever spirits or whoever is passing by. So I think it's very amazing. It's a very good gift. A very awesome gift. Alright. Peyton Harding. Are you related to Manning? Peyton Manning? No, never mind. That'd be a last name. Hi. I don't know where that come from. I'm sorry. Those commercials. Those stupid commercials with the... Yeah. Anyways. Hi. How are you? Okay. Hi, Ryan. Love your videos and loving the Hekate series. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Could I please ask what the differences are, similarities are between Lilith and Hekate? Which one do you find easier to work with? I feel drawn to both, so interested to hear your thoughts on this. Thanks for your videos. They are really informative and helpful. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I see them as being one facet. Well, two different aspects of the same giant disco ball. So, I see them as being the same but separate. Hekate is easier to work with for me too. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I'm drawn to both. I think they're both very connected within their domain of what they do. Lilith was Adam's first wife. Lilith wasn't gonna have put up with the man's shit, so she said, screw you, I'm gonna go my own way, and I'm going to woman hear me roar. That's what Lilith did. So I just see them being very closely related, but with subtle differences. I mean, not attributes, but just subtle differences. So, yeah, Lilith is a good one. She's fiercely protective of her children too. I love Lilith, but Hekate, she's more approachable for me. That's how it worked for me in the beginning. So I'm not 100% sure. I will have to think more about that. But yeah. I like that question. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Sheila Nagel. Okay, I only want positive messages to come through the board, not negative, because the ones that want to speak with Zozo are either obsessed with him or just plain dumb. Yes, they're obsessed with him. I just don't ask for him, and I never gotten him on the board. Thank God. And I don't believe in Zozo. I think it's all in people's heads. Just saying. I do too. That's why I think everybody needs to read the book The Zozo Phenomenon by Darren Evans and Rosemary Ellen Gilly. I think that book will really seriously bring light to a lot of people if they would just read it. But no, people want to be scared. They want Zozo. They want to be scared. So I did it. It's over with. It was a learning experience, but I did make quite a few friends through Zozo. So I have transformed that negative energy into something positive for myself. And I know there's a lot of people that tell me that I can't do that. Yes, I can. I did. So anybody that has problems with Zozo, transform that negative energy. Because all Zozo is the embodiment of just another name for evil, negativity. Another name for it, just like the devil, or Satan, or people like to say Lucifer, which in fact is not evil. So it's just another name. Another name. Another scapegoat, something to blame. Oh, well, I was possessed by Zozo and killed my neighbor's dog, so there's another scapegoat and something to blame and not take responsibility for their own actions. That's what it is. So yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in Zozo. I think it's just stupid. And I love you for saying that. I love that comment. It's perfect. Perfection. Alright. Blue Rose. Hi. My purge started the last new moon. Dry heaving. It wasn't like nausea, but like releasing poison tension. Very intense. Yes. That's how it was. It wasn't sick to my stomach. It was like, I'm not gonna mimic those, but so. Also the shadow work. Yes. Revelations about my past have been painful but productive. I love your video, by the way. I'm going to get my first Ouija soon, due to your inspiration. Beautiful, devilish soul. Aw. I'm glad. I'm very glad. Ouija is so amazing. It is so amazing. Yes, this purging is incredibly crazy. So, I think it's almost over with. I'm not sure. But I've got hope. I got hope. Alright. Conjure Witch. Crazy man, you. You're like so much taller than me. Where are you? Alright. Hey Ryan, I feel ya. I've been out of it for the last few days with this supermoon craziness and really fucked up dreams. I'll message you soon. You better. I know. Believe me, I fucking know. It's weird. Very weird. Alright, Monaco7897. Hi, my darling. LOL, I know you don't like the word pentacle, but it's actually different than the pentagram. The pentagram is a 5-pointed star, and it becomes the pentacle when it is inside the circle. You're crazy. I love you. Go to sleep. It's 1 a.m. You're 3 hours behind me. So when I text you when I wake up, it's like 6 o'clock your time. I'm sorry. I love you. Music Lover 68. Hi, my darling. Alright, there's days that I feel bad then I watch your videos and I feel better. So you are totally not worthless in any way. Hope everything calms down soon for you. It has. It's become very peaceful and very, very relaxing. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Music Lover 68. I don't like reading, but even I want your book. I even want your book. LOL. I really hope next birthday I get to keep my money to get it. You'll get a free copy. Don't worry. You will get a free copy. So, alright guys, that was a lot of information all at once. And now I'm tired. My jaws hurt from yakking. Gift of gab. So, alright Jasper, I hope that helped with the little bit of psychology mixed in with a little bit of Hekate, mixed in with a little bit of shadow work, mixed in with a little bit of alchemy, transforming inner demons into daemons. So, a little bit of everything today, guys. So, yeah, we have snow coming. We have snow coming. I'm very, very not looking forward to it. Actually, yes, I am. I would love to see just a very nice, pretty snowfall. But then it can all melt and go away. I think it'll be fun. Pretty to see. So, alright guys. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to my crazy mania. So, second epic episode of Mania. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. Seriously, all the support is seriously, you guys never, if you guys want to know how grateful I am for you guys, ask Monica, 7897. Just ask her how grateful I am. I love you guys so much. So, all my love, always. Never forget that, ever. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. So don't worry, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So, I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.